vegetarians will be fun to talk about today. So we're going to talk about vegetarians over people that eat over people that eat meat.
Yep, I'm agree with you.
There's no agree. This will be interesting to see. So I can't wait to hear what conspiracy theories that you have today. So it'll be fun for the audience.
I have no conspiracy.
You have so much conspiracy theories. I have no idea. I can't wait. So.
Not today.
So, not today. No, you don't have conspiracy theories today, huh?
No, on the science.
The conspiracy theories. Where you get your science is all conspiracy theories. It's all the conspiracy theory magazines. So.
But I keep my information alone because then I will win every debate. You know.
Yeah, because conspiracy magazines are us. Is where you get your information.
No magazine.
I understand. You get it from like the New York Post, Star Magazine. I get it. The National Enquirer. I got it. I get where you get your stuff from. The real hard-hitting reporting.
Yeah. You even got a large beef tonight, so that's fine for me.
All right. All right. Well, let's start this.
Adam.
He's 50-50. Maybe busy. He may be busy painting a nude. I have no idea. So this is going to be us. And next week Morton's back. So there you go.
Yeah, that's correct.
So there you have it. So it'll be the full crew for next week. We'll see what conspiracy theory we talk about next week. But let's start the show and talk about vegans over people that eat meat. This will be interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
This is 2OF Entertainment.
All right, so here we are. So we're going to talk about vegans over meat eaters. All right, so what do you got for us? So vegans over meat eaters.
Because the situation in the world today show that all statistics around the world say that a vegan live approximately 2.5 years more than we normal people do. And
really?
when I say normal people, we eat meat, huh?
I never heard that.
You never heard that, but I have it.
No, because the vegan diet's not a healthy diet.
No, it's not healthy at all. But you have to understand that if you want to be a real vegan, then you have to study what you need below all.
But wait, just so you said, so there's no scientific evidence that says they live longer. Here's what this says: another study found 12% lower risk, while researchers published by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition agree that a vegan diet can lower rates of certain chronic diseases. It did not find evidence that veganism leads to a longer life. So there you go. So there's no evidence that says they live a longer life.
They live 2.5 years more than normal.
Who said that?
The Norwegian Health Department. Okay.
Yeah, they don't. You listen. You only have 7 people in Norway, so it doesn't.
No.
They don't know.
Doesn't matter. The 8 people in Norway have a commission from they collaborate with the whole world, so they don't go out on the homepage without showing that is true proof.
Right, but here's another study that says the American Medical Internal Medical, nobody says that they live longer. It just says that they help them maybe not get diseases, but there's no evidence that will help them live longer. There's nothing here that says that.
I can buy that because
I'm just reading what's out here. So there you go.
But what do they missing? The whole life. They're missing good taste of the life. And the brain is such a beautiful computer. And the brain say when you eat very good beef and chicken and everything, the brain get happy, produce more
Endorphins.
different,
Endorphins, right?
and you get happy, and happy people live longer because people who is Vegas, they have a lot of problem with the nerves, where they have to take pills for they are not studied, you know. So
Okay.
that I can say for sure, because if you really want to be a vegan, you have to supply your body with B12. That's a very important for vegans, and they need extra vitamin D. You know, that kind of we got from the sun, but not enough. And they need omega-3. They need jod, and they need calcium to really be steady.
Right.
If you're only vegan, you have not a comfort life. And what I'm very mad of, that okay, if the parents choose to be a vegan, it's okay for me. But when the parents say to the children, you have to eat the same as us, then I say, fuck off. Why?
Well, technically, they're the parents, though, so they can tell their kids whatever they want. When the kid turns 18, he can do what he wants.
No, then we have to call the police, because in the UN law, you cannot treat kids without accepted for all people, you know.
So that means, are you going to go to Africa and take all the kids because they don't get enough nutrition?
Yeah.
So that's not happening. So so you're not going to call. It doesn't matter. No one's going to do anything.
Of course, it's happening. It's even happening here in Norway.
No, it's not. There's a whole bunch of countries in Africa where people are starving and no one's doing shit about it. So no, that's not really happening. And two, if you call the police and say my neighbor is feeding their children only a vegan diet, they're not going to do anything. They will
come. Come on, here in Norway we are.
Maybe in Norway, but I'm talking in the United States, they'll just laugh at you and hang up the phone.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they're not going to care that the kid's on a vegan diet. They'll be like, that's fine, because in America, we all have to love and hug each other. But to your point about health, the deficiencies in a vegan diet may lack certain nutrients such as B12, iron, calcium, and omega-3, fatty acids, and protein. It's critical to plan carefully, blah, 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 which is exactly what you said, which is great. But there's nothing in here. It's just, I'm not a big vegan. I mean, like, I'll eat a salad once in a while and I'll eat some vegetables. But at the end of the day, I'm very much a meat eater. But like I said, people give their kids plant-based hamburgers and all this other crap. No one's going to do anything about it. Now, in Norway, they may, but in the United States, they're not going to do anything because, we're a pussy society.
And in Norway, we have to declare all the shit they're eating. We have to declare if they are biologic grow up, or if they are shame this farmer who sprayed chemical on all green stuff, you know. And in Norway, we don't allow to spray on the plants. We spray on the plants only to take away some bugs. But this is very clean spray. In United States and in other countries, they flow over with plane and take a lot of chemicals of the green, fantastic meat for vegans and us, of course. But we eat so little against the vegan, so it's not. I'm not complain about what green grass I eat, because I eat normal, you know. So the vegans have to take responsibility for themselves, but I don't like the vegans threat the people to only eat this shit, because when the
vegans don't threaten anybody.
Come on. When a vegan child come to a child birthday, They say, "Oh,
Yeah.
I cannot eat hot dog. I cannot eat this. I cannot eat this."
Right.
And the other children, why? You can eat this. It's very good.
Right.
No, I'm not allowed. And the same when I come to the school with a package of school food. Of course, some schools have food directly, so they can choose. But I can see this. It's a kind of discrimination for the children, and it's not
Why?
good. It's not good.
Why is it discrimination, though? That's not discrimination.
Yeah, it's a lot of discrimination because
Why?
they should choose what they want to eat, and they have to eat normal food, and their parents can do whatever they want. They are adult.
But the parents make thinking in their mind that is normal food for the kid.
But you know, a kid loves to have a chicken, loves to have a hamburger, normal McDonald's.
That's not true. Not every kid likes chicken and hamburgers. Some kids don't like that stuff. Every kid's different. Everybody's different. Everybody likes different things.
90% of all kitchen like chicken and hamburger.
Where'd you get this 90%? Where'd you get this 90% from? Did you
I
pull
have
this one out
it
of your
here.
tokens?
I have it.
Yeah.
I have it.
On an invisible piece of paper. All right, here. Let's search it on Google. How many kids? What's the percentage of kids that like hamburger?
Please,
Okay, go ahead.
Please do. Check me up.
Okay.
Sir. Check me up.
Yeah, that's right. Keep talking. I'm listening. Percent children. Here we go. Like here, we'll start with hot dogs.
Maybe it's higher.
Hot dogs
is higher.
I don't think it's. What percentage of children like hot dogs? Let's see if there's a percentage. Okay, 40% of the American children like hot dogs.
That's it. You know it. I know it.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. With respect to meats, the percentage of children claiming that hamburgers, hot dogs, and bacon come from plant range. Oh, wow. Basically, kids are stupid. They think they all come from plants. Okay, so if that's 36%, 40% of the kids think that hot dogs and bacon are plants. Oh, okay, what do the kids like? Hot dogs? Yeah. 40% of the American kids think hot dogs are plant-based. Yep, there's nothing here that says what percentage of the kids actually like hot dogs or hamburgers. They just all think it's plant-based because they don't teach them anything in school anymore. So anyway, I don't think it's 90% of the kids on the planet like hot dogs and hamburgers. So
I'm very sure. So that's for sure. Right. Because if you ask the children, when they should give you a feedback, they think about what mama and pop say. So no, I don't eat hot dog. No, I don't eat hamburger. But inside, they're lying. You know.
But see, when I was a kid, I didn't like. I was in a hot dog fan when I was a kid. I don't like.
You will never get the right answer if you make a statistic between only children. It's only lying. No,
they're not. They're children. Children don't lie. Children tell you whatever because they don't care. They don't know. When I was a kid, I didn't. When I was a kid, I didn't eat hot dogs when I was a kid. I thought hot dogs were crap. I would never eat a hot dog.
When we was young, then we was real kids. The real kids never lied.
Yeah, well, we went outside. We went outside and played and did everything.
But these days, children it's growing up with a big lie from the parents, from the YouTube and all this. Not YouTube, but all this shit they read about and see in the movies and everything. So they are not stupid. They are very clever. I would say a 10 years old today have the same completed brain as I have when I was 15. Why? Because I use my time in the wood. I use my time to play. I have rabbits. I have this flying birds, big, and of course they learn too much too fast. So they learn to manipulate the answer. So you can never get the right answer if you do statistic against children.
No, I disagree. I think kids will always tell you the truth.
You can be disagree. Of
I
course you
think
can.
kids, I don't think kids are that smart. I think they're pretty stupid, actually. If I read all these statistics, and if I read something yesterday in the Financial Times or The Economist that said that kids are getting fatter and lazier. So
Yeah,
I don't care if they're on a
correct.
vegan diet or not, because they sit in the house and play on their stupid computers all day.
Correct, sir.
So,
I'm agree with that.
And so you don't learn, you're not really learning anything. When we were kids and went outside and rode bikes and climbed trees and fell and did and interacted, we learned how to interact with people. You learned how to think. You learned how to do things.
Yeah.
Kids today don't know that. Kids today can't even look at you in the eyes when they talk to you, because you have to go I'm like up here because no, and it's all because of veganism.
Yeah, but we have a speech when I grow up.
Right.
Kids and drunken people always tell the truth, but no, we have to change. No, we have to change it. Drunken people tell the truth, but kids never will tell the truth.
That's not true at all. Kids tell the truth all the time.
No,
Yes.
They are so clever. They are so clever.
No, like what you're saying, every kid from the time they're an embryo until they turn 18 lies.
They speech from the parents and what they have learned. So they go against what they really need. It's sugar, it's popcorn, hot
Kids
dog,
don't need sugar.
hamburger.
Whoa. Kids don't need sugar. The last thing a kid needs is sugar.
I know they don't need it, but they want it.
Yeah, but if their parents say they can't have it, that's fine. That's up to the parent. If you like little Johnny or Susie can't have a candy bar, that's okay. Who cares?
And we all agree with it.
Yeah, I don't care. No. I'm saying if the parent says to the kid, you can't have a candy bar, I'm okay with that. If a parent says you're going to live on a plant-based diet, and the doctor checks the kid out and the kid's healthy, that's up to the parent. That's not for anybody to say.
The kid is not healthy. And
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
The mother and the father, the doctor will say the father and the mother and kids are not healthy because.
Oh, I believe that.
Okay, thank you very much. Because
it's according to the thing I just read, it's a neurologic design.
If you want to be a vegan, then you have to be a professional vegan, and only 9% of all vegan in all world just know that they have to take this. I have to repeat the B12, vitamin D, omega-3, jod, and calcium. Why? Because if they don't get that, they are not complete. They have something that they miss. So they have to support the body with these ingredients. Then I can say, if they support with these ingredients, they can do whatever they want, because then I'm happy for the children. But if they, like 90% of the human vegans do not do that.
Yeah, but here's the funny part. Only 1% of the globe is vegan, so who cares? They can all die. Who gives a shit? We're not going to miss them. I mean, seriously, there's 8 billion people. 1% of that is nothing. It's 8 million people. Who cares? Let them all die.
Yeah, but you said 1%. How many people is that, you think?
About 800 million.
Wow. No,
so who cares? No, we're not. Who cares? It's 800 million people. They can all die. No one will miss them.
No one
will miss a vegan.
Don't think that like that, Stephen, because 800 million people is very important to me.
No, it's not. They're not important to me.
For me, it's very important.
Yeah, they're vegans. They're not important. They're vegans. Nobody cares about a vegan.
Come on. It's always a responsibility to learn them.
No, it's not. If they're stupid and they want to be a vegan and they want to eat grass and they don't want to get the nutrients for their neurological system and this, it's not my problem. Just take them out back like a horse and shoot them, grind them up, and let the horses and cows and everybody else eat them. That's good. Then we're good.
Shoot them. Don't
take them out back.
Shoot in this
You take them out back like a horse.
I have you see what I have?
A
plaster. Yeah, I have a plaster on this. here.
Yeah.
There you see, I have a plaster. To support Trump, this plaster should never be shown again. It should
Trump's not a
be
vegan.
in the middle of the brain. In the middle of the brain, this bullet should be.
But Trump's not a vegan.
Trump
goes to McDonald's. He likes McDonald's.
No. He is a come on. He is a politician, so he can say he's a vegan, and he can.
He's not a vegan. He doesn't. He eats hamburgers. He eats fast food. It's a known fact that he eats fast food.
That's not the law. That's not the law.
It's allowed. So, he eats fast food. He likes McDonald's. He had the Super Bowl team or some college team when he was president, and he brought in McDonald's for them to eat because he likes McDonald's. So Trump's not a vegan. Wow. Trump's not for veganism. In fact, if Trump becomes president, he's going to kick all the vegans out and send them to Norway. That's what he said. He said that. He said, we're going to send all the vegans to Norway because they're useless. Yeah. Useless people. We're going to get rid of them.
We need them to take all we have to clean the coast, So they are so welcome. They can eat all on the coast. They can go down in the sea. You know what they take up? The shit hanging on the stone.
Algae, sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah, sure. Yeah. And they can eat that. Then they get salt and something to
But really, at the end of the day, whether you're a vegan or not, and if you're a vegan, you're just a loser. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. But if you're vegan or not, as long as you eat healthy and you're getting the proper amount of B12, amino acids, and whatever you need to be a strong human being, whether you're a 5-year-old child or a 500-year-old human, it makes no difference. The problem is that people in society take it to the extreme. Like you have this carnivore diet where all you do is eat meat, right? You eat nothing else but meat every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm sure that has some effect. Then you have people that are on whatever else. So the problem that I see is that these are all great ideas done in moderation. So like, I like my steaks. I don't have a steak every day. I have a steak a couple times a week, and I have a salad, and it's an event type of thing. But it's like, I don't, you know what I mean? So I don't get why people, they go over. It's like, it's very funny. It's either people do it 10,000% or they don't do it. It's like, well, why can't you just combine eating good meat with a salad? Why can't you have fish and whatever? So, and the vegan stuff, I just don't get. I will say, I have a friend who is a vegan. They took me to a restaurant in New York. It's the worst, shittiest food I've ever had in my life. It was crap.
Oh my God.
Then a friend of mine, we were in Chicago, and we went to a vegan restaurant that's all plant-based. And I will tell you that if I had to eat that food every day, I would, because the lasagna, the steaks, the hamburgers, everything we tried tasted delicious. And I asked the guy why. And he told us because the garden out back is where we get everything fresh every day and make it fresh in the morning for the afternoon. And I was like, that's why. Because the other places in New York are buying crap from whoever. So by the time they get it, it's just bland and tasteless, which it was. So I think if you can give me flavorful plant-based food that's really plant-based that you get from your garden, I would consider it. Not as a lifestyle. I would consider going to your restaurant 3 times a week or something, right? And then eat normal food and do a combination. Yeah, but most of these people, it's the extreme. Like I see these people carnivore diet.
But sorry to interrupt you, because the science must look. What do this turtle eat? What do the turtle eat? Because if we make a pills from what the turtle eats, they got around 100 years old. This fucking turtle with four foots, okay?
Right.
So there is something they eat we should have. Why? We have to study who kind of animal, even elephant live very long. I think turtle is number one, but
I thought it was the shark. The shark. As well. Let's see which animal lives the longest. But I don't think you can really compare us to them because our DNAs are a little different.
We can. Because if we take out what they do really eat, then we can make it to pills, and we can live maybe 24 longer. And the big question is, do we want to? Because somebody say, I'm so happy to be 85 and know I will go to heaven. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Well, forget. Yeah, that's fantasy. Here you go. The glass sponge, that's considered an animal, are considered the oldest animals on Earth, and it's by a long shot. Scientists estimate that they can live more than 10,000 years, possibly 15,000 years maximum. One glass sponge observed by researchers in the Rosa Sea at the Bay of Arcadia is thought to be the oldest living animal on the planet. So you can that's older than an elephant or a turtle, 10,000 to 15,000 years.
No.
What do you mean? What? No, it's there. It's written in science.
I'm sorry, I have COVID. COVID 25. Okay?
No, it's still 24.
But doesn't matter. Because COVID.
The Chinese are coming.
Yeah, Chinese is here at the holiday, you know. The whole town is full of Chinese.
All right, so to answer your question,
to
answer your question, though, the glass sponge is the longest living animal on the planet. Now,
okay, now we have to do something.
Now we have to do something. Studying them. Okay.
Should we eat this kind of animal? Why not?
An elephant can live average of, hold on a minute, elephants live average anywhere from 35 to 70 years, just to let you know. Mm-hmm. And let's see what a turtle lives to, because you brought up the turtles.
Yeah.
And a turtle, and how long do turtles live? Turtle and most aquatic species can live 40 years. Some will live up to 50. Some can also live up to 100 years. All right, there you go.
That's correct. So something nutrition they some nutrition they get inside the body, we have to take. We have to grow it like Solomon. We have to do a big plantage with this kind of stuff to eat.
Right.
And we can have it like spicy in the food, or we can eat with a spoon, whatever. But
part of it, a turtle has no stress. The turtle gets up, he walks, he eats, he goes to bed. He walks, he eats, he goes to bed. It's our DNA that's, like your lifespan is your DNA. It's your little ones and zeros. So until you can manipulate, if you want to go back to the Anunnaki, if you want to go that far back, where they manipulate DNA, then at that point, then yes, then you can probably manipulate our DNA that we can live the 150 or 200 years.
Right.
There's some book that I read that some guy lived to be 16,000 years old that lived in Egypt.
No.
Yes. There's an archaeologist wrote a book about it. Listen, here's how I look at it. Most of the stuff you say is BS. So if an archaeologist says he read something in an ancient text that says the guy was 16,000 years old, I'm going to go with that, because your Bible that you keep quoting, your make-believe book, everybody's in that book. No. Everybody in the make-believe book lives to be 700, 800 years old. I can't help it. You bring it up all the time. And everybody in the Bible lives to be 809 years old. So at some point, the DNA in us changed. So the question is, why did it change? So whether we lived in the past 800 years old or 16,000 years old, at some point, something in the planet's history changed our DNA. And that's what you need to figure out, not studying the target.
Well, you're saying not a lot of bull now, and you can never.
I'm not saying a lot of bull. Just read a book. If you stop
read a book,
if you stop reading conspiracy theories, you'd be okay.
That's conspiracy. Because what you say now, I read a book, and 1600 years, no, never ever.
If you go back to the ancient Egyptian text, I forget the name of the ruler, but the Egyptians said he ruled for 16,000 years. If you go to your Bible,
18,000.
if you read your Bible says Noah lived to be, I think, 800 or 500. I think Moses lived to be 800 or 900.
Yeah,
they all
but
lived
you
to whatever. No. You
forget.
always quote the Bible. So my point is, you can't discount Egyptian text saying somebody lived 16,000 years, and you can't equate the book that you like to always quote and say someone lived 800 years and go, that's all. Something happened in our span of humanity over the last million years where the DNA was changed, where we don't live to be a million years old, and that's it. So now the question is, so how do you if you want to live to be whatever, then you need to change the DNA. But before you decide that everybody should live to be 500 years old, you better make this a utopia, because you're going to have a lot of homeless and dead people roaming the street.
I can tell you, I can tell you the script to be very old. Okay, listen careful. Why?
What's
Because
very old?
I find the key.
Okay.
I'm now 67 years old.
That old?
And so old, I give a shit. Inside my head, I'm maybe 18. But remember,
you're 80 inside. Got it. Okay.
What I learned after I was 40 years old, I learned, okay, mister, what do you want? You want to live long? Yeah, why not? Okay. Then you do what I say. I come a bird to me, sitting down, and I'm thinking about a half hour. And then I find it. If your stomach are okay, if you are lazy inside your heart and not be worried at anything, don't be worried at anything. What will happen with your brain? You send signal, because the center of the human bodies is in the stomach. All science said that.
What's in the center of the human body is the stomach?
That's correct, sir.
All right, let's find out.
And they send message to the brain. Okay, relax. It's not the tiger who attacked me. It's not the tiger. So just relax. And I'm inside, have what we say, very, very low pulse. If I take my pulse, it's fantastic. It's like 20 years old kid. Why? Because why should you get upset for anything? Even atom war, it doesn't matter. Why should I think about negative things when I can focus on all the positive things happen in the world? That's number one. So from our 40s, I can give so much energy of myself to other people, even vegans, because I have a self-confidence as a not the bridge, but the wall on Chinese wall. You know, I'm so independent, and I'm so relaxed, and I have a cat to give me a lot of energy every night. The cat, you can look at the cat and you can learn a lot of a cat. But I read a book like you, sir. The cat give you something. And if the cat is worried, you should be worried. Why? Because the cat send out signal. And I have my cat and 5 cats in the neighborhood who I meet and treat very good with salmon, shrimps, everything. So all these 5 before they was fighting, but no fighting at all, because here is the center of relaxing. Here is the center of the beautiful life for the cat, for me, and everybody is coming in this area, come down. You know, I never have visit from people, sorry, who's screaming, who's screaming to me. But if I go out of the zone to the neighborhood, I can take a drink with somebody else. Then they start with something screaming and you know. So I'm pretty sure if you create your own status of human being and say to yourself, love yourself, that's number one. If you don't love yourself, you can.
Oh, I love myself 6-7 times a
anyone.
day, so I believe in that.
Ah, that's fantastic! Congratulations.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's a book called "Love Yourself," and in Norway, "Elsk deg selv." So that's very stupid for you, but anyway, if you read this book, then I can guarantee you will change your life.
Yeah,
Your
but all you're
stomach-
talking about is, if you will, Buddha, Taoism. That's the same stuff. They preach the same thing. It's the same thing. They talk about love yourself, and then there's this new thing with affirmation, which is what you're. It's all the same. They've been doing this for thousands of years. So you just
But
have to pick the one that works
are
for
you
you.
afraid? How often are
How
you
often?
afraid?
Never.
Same with me. That's incredible. We
I
are
never.
two people.
No,
in
we're not two
and
people.
we are two
No, we're two
people in the world. We are never afraid.
I'm sure there's other people that are never afraid, but what's there to be afraid of?
Nothing.
Yeah, then there you go. There's
Yeah.
nothing, as Teddy Roosevelt said, there's nothing to fear but fear itself.
Correct.
So why be bothered? So there you go.
Correct. And some people take the fear and let the fear take over. Like they want to grow the fear, and they end up at the sickness house, you know.
I think it's your, well, there's no parents today, so it's how your parents bring you up, it's your environment, and then it becomes your belief system. So whether your belief system is the book that you like to quote all the time, or if it's an older book from the Mesopotamians, which is where you got your book from, if it's a book from the Anunnakis, whether it's the Book of the Dead, whether it's Buddha or Tao or whatever, as long as you have something you believe in that puts a comfort to you, then you're okay.
Yeah.
And whatever your God is or your universe is, that's it. It's very simple. It's not a big deal.
I have a very good example. My father was noble, very noble. I was 16 years old, and I go to the youth house and drinking a lot of beer. Okay. And when I come home, I was very dizzy and
more than now.
Alcohol. No. 16 years old. Come on. Listen. And when I go to the bathroom and throw it up.
Yeah, technicolor yawn.
Don't mention that. My father sit down outside the door and he say, Oyvind, listen, is everything okay with you? And I said, yeah. Okay, go to the bed and we talk tomorrow. Next day.
Oh, that was nice.
He said, yeah. Next day, he come into my room and say, okay, what's happened yesterday? Yeah, I get too much to drink. Yeah, but I have an idea. He was a seaman, so he know about alcohol and everything, but he don't drink, you know? So he said, quiet and steady. Okay, listen, take some Coca-Cola or water into the brown, what you drink, and relax and have fun, and don't be so dizzy you can't come home, you know? So that's my advice to you, to take it easy in the future. And I remember that so very well.
That's good.
It was really fantastic because I learned something. It was a communication, and I have very high respect for him. And he have respect for me.
Well, we
A
don't know.
stupid 16 years old stupid boy. But I learn.
Right.
Okay? So
Yeah.
that's the correct vision to create people from their youth to
No, that's not. No. I tell young people, you kick in the door, you go forward. You never go around underneath. You just keep kicking in doors, going forward, and you take over the world. I don't need any more pansies. There's no more hugging, no more kissing. We're going to take over the world. That's it. Go buy a company, go become a billionaire, and then there you go. That's the game. And that's it. And for me, that's a very relaxing game. So and I'm very comfortable with that. But when I got drunk, when I was 12, thank you, because I did it 2 weeks before my bar. Oh yeah, listen, I got to experiment early. I was 12, and I came home. It was 2 weeks before my bar mitzvah, and I was dying. I was doing the Technicolor yawn, and my mom came into the restroom, and she said, "You don't look too good." I'm like, I'm throwing out. I go, "I think I'm going to die." And her exact words were, "Good." She said, "Good," and she turned around and left. And I was on there all night. And the next morning, I was like, "That's it. I don't drink like I was the last time I ever drank beer or anything. So I like my scotch within moderation, and that's it." But I remember that very clearly when my mom said "good" when I told her I was going to die. So from that point on, I was like, I get it. So there you go. Like I said, everybody has to pick their own center of their universe, and whatever God or gods you want to believe in, that's what you believe in. And whatever keeps you calm is what keeps you calm. So if you want to be a vegan and believe in grass, great. If you want to eat cows, eat cows. And if you want to believe in Buddha, a Tao, or whatever, it makes nothing. It's whatever you believe in.
But the restaurant and the bars lose a lot of money on vegans because they only need 2 to 3 beer, and then they get dizzy.
Yeah,
Why?
But I don't care about that though. That's dumb to me. People that drink, that's their own thing. I don't own a bar. I could care less. Drinking's down globally anyway. So it's like no big deal. This isn't the 1980s and 90s where alcohol was like the thing.
Yeah, but alcohol will be forbidden today regarding science. Why? We have a substitute. What? Yeah, we have.
All right. Well, wait. Stop. We're gonna discuss this then next week, because this is a whole nother show. Because vegan. So we'll discuss. Let's discuss alcohol. We can discuss alcohol or alcoholism or what alcohol is or isn't next week, because then that would be an interesting show. Because we kind of went off the topic of vegan and meat eaters into like life and everything else, which was fun. But for the viewers, they're probably scratching their head like, "What the hell?" So next week, if you want to talk about alcohol, not alcoholism, everybody, but alcohol, and it's good for you, bad for you, or whatever, then we can have that discussion, because that could be a fun discussion to have, because there's many opinions on alcohol. So, which is how many kids were born. So without alcohol, a lot of these kids wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
that'll be next week. And Morton will be back next week, so that'll be fun.
We go back to vegan.
We're done with the vegans. We're done with them when we started. There's only 800 million of them. How much can you talk about 800 million people? Who cares? What do you got? I
have to take care of them.
No, you don't.
I will.
No, you won't.
Tell them if they follow my recipe,
eat a hamburger,
then they can live a good life. But
anybody can live a good life, whether they're a vegan or not.
Then I want to explain another thing. I can take 5,000 people and use 2 hours, and I can lead them together with me like Gandhi. And they will follow me. Each will follow me. Why? Because I have something to do before I left this beautiful earth. I
thought you were saying before you leave your apartment. Go ahead.
Come on. I have something. Maybe one of 3 billion people who can relax a guy or woman. I can open every person.
Whoa, I can open women too, you know.
I know, but you do it the other ways.
Hey,
And
listen,
I will,
whatever it takes.
before I do it, open the other ways, I will have full relax and trust and beautiful love. And that's
Oh, I think I just threw up in my pants.
man normal in by the system.
Yeah.
What the fuck? They want a number and finish, and the woman lay down and say, "Hello, 3 minutes."
We should discuss this, women and alcohol, next week. That'll be a fun show, and we're gonna leave it on the beautiful love that you just said. That's how we're gonna leave the show this week, with that grandpa who wants to be Gandhi now. He's talking about beautiful love. So next week we're going to talk about women and alcohol. This is going to be awesome.
Absolutely.
I can't wait. I know. I can't wait. My friend, it's always a pleasure to see you. And I will see you next week. Morton will be back, everybody, next week. And we will go from there. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.